we're making such fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. I see it in the papers, read it every day. The riots and the fire going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take all your money and whatever else bring. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Down by the water, maybe I'm a son, maybe I'm a daughter when the music man calls. That's when I gotta play. For the things I never had, I'm burning with hate, with love. Spin around, round. 'Cause as a boy I had a dream. Carry it with me today. Yes, I do. Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the lands of the new. Oh, na 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 na. Seems to me that I have lost my friend. Got the sunset on the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never unfold. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghost embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to lands of the blue. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this tune. But I'm afraid, what might be true, that I might never be back Seems to me that I have lost my friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must be back before it's too late. Before it's too late. Someone to take me down at night. Someone to make my day. New revelation fills my soul. Oh, I can waste away. You distracting my attention. You're all that's on my mind. You not looking for perfection, but you're too hard to find. Now the first night is coming, and I know what to do. You know that nothing feels sweeter than someone new. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. All right. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control using a powerful hand. I wanna be ya, I wanna see ya. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Yeah. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn the way. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Yeah. I wanna be, I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're going black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black. Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the lands of the new. Oh, na 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 na.
Hello out
Hello.
there. Hello. It's a drive-by fruiting.
Drive-by fruiting.
How's it going,
It was a
everybody?
drive-by fruiting.
Sorry. Got the
Great
nice
line.
fire going, but how's it
Rest,
going, everybody?
rest in heaven, Robin. God, I miss that man.
I'm telling you, my dog's barking, so excuse me a second. Here goes the door slam.
Yeah. Slam
There
it.
you go. The infamous door slam. But
Yeah.
Oh
Freaking awesome.
man. So yeah, we're here again another night, another AstroWorld Wednesday night. We got and I don't know if you guys remembered, you might have seen it in some of the Discord chats or the Facebook chats or whatever. Tonight is doggy night. No, sorry. Tonight is critique night. It's the last Wednesday of the month. So it's critique night. So that's what we already got 3 by one person. So if anybody wants us to critique their images, and Dave, not you, I don't want to see any of these images I want to see images that need help, that need something that they're missing. It's always nice to critique. It's, you know what, JPEGs do a horrible job when you're trying to, you can't really critique a JPEG because they're all crunched.
Yeah, they're all compressed.
Yeah, it's all a mess. So if you want to critique, feel free to drop them in the Google Drive. If you don't have the address, I could throw it in. Let's see, I'll throw it in right now. I'll throw it in the drive. I'll throw the drive link right in the chat. And let's see, critique.
Yep, you should be saving in PNG or TIFF.
Either
TIFF is huge, but
or
it's
even
uncompressed.
XISF. If you want to send me that, that's fine too. That's not a problem, and it's coming in right now. So that's the link for the drive, and you can just drop it in there, and we can just hang out and talk. Yeah, Dave, you need help. I know you need help, but not that kind of help. So the help that you need, none of us here can help you with. You're going to need to call somebody because I can't help you with that. But yeah, so we're gonna do critique night. We need to do the sponsor shout out real quick, and then basically it's a free forum tonight. There's really no set topic of discussion. However, on Friday night when we do our beginners, we started it up last week, 2 weeks ago or last week. Might have been 2 weeks ago.
Last week.
Last week. I don't even know. It's a big mush.
I wasn't. Yeah, that's when you and Jesse, were wingmen because I was out. I was out of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Everybody needs a day off. Don't worry about it. But Eric's gonna have his presentation, and I forget what it's on. So if you want to tell people about that,
it's basically it's on getting started in AP with things you may already have.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good. Yeah. So don't no spoilers. So just come and hang out and see that. I'm gonna be doing lovely Closet of Death adapters. What you might need to set things up with your camera. some things. You know, I got to finish up the PowerPoint too because I didn't finish up my PowerPoint yet. And then I don't know, Scott, if you want to do anything, you're more than welcome to do one.
We were talking about support.
Support. Well, the support that I get from you, they don't need. So
no, not that kind of support.
Oh, sorry.
Tripods, piers.
Oh, that
rolling
kind of
platforms.
Support. Maybe, yeah. Might be a little bit advanced for the second one. But I don't know. We'll talk about it during the week and during the next 2 days. And I think Jessie was doing something as well, and I forget exactly what she's gonna do. But it's all basic stuff. What you might need to set up your telescope with, again, either what you might have or some things that you might need to get those things like camera adapters and T-mounts and stuff like that you may need. So maybe a little bit what you call it, a little on the very beginner side, but you know what, it's always good to go back to basics. So that being said, let's just do the sponsor shout out real quick. Again, remember tonight I'll talk about that in a second, but thank you to Woodland Hills, who is one of our sponsors, who gives us gift certificates. And we're going to be giving away a semi-fabulous prize in December from them. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Waiting to find out what we could do. So we'll see what happens. And that'll be up as a different giveaway. It'll be a Woodland Hills giveaway. But it's going to be fun. So Red Giant level, we gave away a nice eagle from Prima Luce Lab back in July. And Camera Concepts continues to give us gift certificates as well. And this Friday, is it this Friday or is it let's see, it's the last Friday of the month. It's this Friday is the next Optolong drawing. So don't forget about the Optolong drawing coming up. It's gonna be, if I remember, I think it's the L Enhance that we're giving away. Let's see, I'll find out real quick. And the live site is, it actually works. My site is actually working. Pier West. Okay, well, I guess my pier is moving. Optolong, yes, it's the 2-inch L Enhance. So the 2-inch L Enhance is going to be given away this Friday. So get on. We got, I think, about 90 people on those on the Optolong. So it'd be nice to hit 100. So tonight we're going to be giving away a yearly subscription for IP for AP, and it's a great tool for knowledge on not only Photoshop but on PixInsight as well. So Masters of PixInsight and IP for AP are very together now. They're very integrated with each other. So if you haven't been there, go check it out. So all you member sponsors out there, I think I'm all caught up with all of the shirts. All of the shirts are out. They just went out. The last couple just went out on last Thursday. So everybody's out. And I got to say, for those of you members that are not in the continental U.S., I'm going to have to ask for a shipping donation, let's just say, because to ship a shirt to, let's say, not even talking Canada. Actually, Canada's pretty bad too. But to ship a shirt, outside the U.S. could be anywhere from $20 to $30 to ship a small box that weighs less than a pound. So it's pretty expensive. So if anybody could help, that'd be great. Go on our Patreon and just give us a one-time donation for anything. That'd be great. Red Giant members are continuing to rise. So, and if you want to be a member sponsor, please join us on Patreon. I'll put the link in the website. So thanks everybody for their support. And our main sequence members, again, thank you. And if you haven't done it already, please go get out of the YouTube subscribers. Come with us on Patreon so everybody's in one spot and it's nicer just to have everybody in one place, so I don't have to pull two different reports. So go to the Patreon account, check us out, and if you go there, you get our shorts that are only for Patreon members. So there's only one up there now, but there's another one in the works, and there's more coming down the road. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Protostar members as well, and I also added a couple of new levels because the levels are a little different. So if you're there and you don't see it, you'll get that. So our next, well, I don't even know why I skipped over it, but if you haven't checked it out, August 17th, which was a week ago tonight, we had Astronomy, who is Molly Wakeling on, and she did a great presentation on how to kind of set up your gear, what kind of gear she uses, and how she takes astrophotos. So it was really, really kind of cool for her to spend some time with us. And coming up in September, we have Nico Carver coming in September 16th is going to be hanging out with us. And this thing is going too fast, but he's going to be coming and hanging out with us, and that's going to be a real treat as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So and fourth quarter 2022 is Astropalooza. Guests so far include Sean Nielsen, Amy Little, Molly Wakeling, and also the aforementioned Nico Carver. So and I'm throwing this out there to the membership. If anybody wants to make a presentation, recorded or otherwise, and wants me to put it on, this is going to be about a 3 or 4 hour show. I will put them on. I'll put whatever video on. All you got to do is send it to me. So that being said, if you want to join us on any of our other social media platforms, there are all the addresses: Discord, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All right. And that being said, we are back to the 3-up, and I got to find out when my scope keeps on saying everything complete, because where is... Okay. What am I taking an image of? I don't even know. What is it doing? I'm doing imaging as we speak, and tonight I'm starting off with the Crescent for a couple hours, and then moving on to S2 of the Wizard. So I'm just taking S2 on both. I'm not going to even bother changing the filters. I'm just going to go straight through. So I'm going to do the Crescent till 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then move on to the Wizard when it gets over the power line that was just installed this week and is splitting all of my stars. So now I had to make a whole new custom horizon. I had to make a whole new, this is so much higher now. So I always had the 3 that were spaced out, that were pretty low, that didn't even... The house across the street was higher than the power lines. Now I have this power line that's at about 65 degrees high, which is literally right where the Wizard is right now. So I got to wait a little bit for it to get over. All of a sudden now I only got this little space where it kind of goes over the power line. So
wow,
kind of fun.
Challenges of astrophotography.
Can't wait to move. Can't wait.
Yeah.
So what's everybody else doing?
I haven't been able to do jack diddly because it has been raining just about every single day for the last 2 weeks.
That's Florida. It's supposed to rain every day.
Yep. It's raining right now.
I think I hear it. I think I hear it in the background.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if I can just walk right out here to the lanai, and you can probably hear it.
The lanai. He's got a lanai. The guy's got a lanai. What the hell?
Whatever, dude.
Who's got a lanai?
Whatever, man.
It's a cage with a pool. What can I tell you?
Yeah, well, so you don't get hit by the golf balls.
Yeah, really. Jeez.
So what's
Life
everybody
is-
been up to? Eric, you haven't been on in a couple of last show you missed, but
Yeah, I missed last shows. It's been work, but yeah, I've been working on the Wizard. I've been doing that now for quite some time. I have already put in my HA is done. I haven't reviewed it yet, but did 14 hours of HA, 12 hours right now, 11 hours of S2, and probably 12 or 13 hours of O3. So I'm trying to get it. The O3, I was probably, if I can squeeze it in, because we're expecting some clouds tonight. If I can get a couple hours into that, then that'll probably get me to 14, or at least close to 14 on the O3, and I'm going to call it good on the S2.
nice.
So yeah, so 14, so almost basically kind of like 14 each, of each filter, with the 294 mono. So it's yeah. So and right now I'm doing my calibration. I'm doing my flat frames. Trying to get those knocked out, because I did my calibration frames doing the auto setting of with the ASI Air, and the ADU values are just way too low. So like my 25 seconds right now for O3, 7 seconds was HA, and 10 seconds was S2. So hey, whatever gets me in that middle of that, histogram. Huh?
Oh no, this is for lights. Lights?
Yeah, these are my flats. These are my flats.
Flats.
These are my flats.
Flats.
These are my flats. Yeah. So whatever gets me towards that middle of that histogram,
Yeah.
stay in that range.
Or just to the left of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So yep. So yeah, I'm just a little bit left on like HA. O3. I'm at about 27,000. On the average ADU, something like that. So
That sounds about right.
yeah. So far so good. And then hold on. I have something.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. He's gonna come back with his Nacho Libre outfit.
Oh no. And we're waiting with bated breath. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, new camera. Which one is that?
Oh, what is that? Yes, we all know the box, but what's inside it?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? No, come on. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
My wife just watched that movie for the first time the other day.
Oh man, what a great movie.
She's still recovering. Yeah. Ooh. It's a Reds thing. It's a red shiny.
And what is it?
It's a sparkly.
It's a sparkly. And what movie was that from? Like, we can't see it.
It's the.
I can't see what that says. 2600 mm.
Oh, it's the. Oh, you got the 2600.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
So this will be the official last session of the 294 mono and my 294 one shot. So
there you go.
They will be up for sale very soon on cloudy nights.
There you go.
So,
and if anybody wants it here, just put it up on Discord.
Yeah. To help pay for this Sun Gun. But you know what? When ZWO, they had the summer sale, so I was like, you know what? May as well save a couple $100, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Should I buy my third APS-C or my first full frame?
I think that really kind of depends on your OTA.
Yep,
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm sure he's got plenty.
Yeah. Depends on that OTA.
He's got plenty. He's got plenty of scopes. So you know what? Just buy the full frame, Tarek. Just do it. You and your borderline skies. You know, so the only person that has probably worse skies than me is Tarek.
Yeah.
He does not have dark skies.
He's in Dubai, isn't he?
Yeah, he's around there. He's in the UAE.
He's in UAE.
Yep. I just was hanging out with Tarek on Explore Scientific channel before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we were just watching some. Explore is always on, but so I'm just, let's see. So you know what? I may as well show this. Me and Scott were talking about it previously. And let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, here we go. So, what did I miss? What did I miss?
Yeah, no, George Lutch is like, yeah, it depends on your CFO as well. And everybody's like, what's CFO? What's CFO? And it's like, chief financial officer.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
That's funny.
So, everybody knows, I think I went to Cherry Springs a couple times this year so far. And I did a lot of imaging on M106 with the Esprit and a loaner camera, the 2600 MC Pro, from a friend of mine on Long Island. So I said, okay, let me do it. And so I got, remember I said, I don't know if I showed it on a show. I got this like kind of glaring, kind of like light leak or something. We thought it was a star. I'll show it on the screen real quick.
Yeah, you should be able to bring it up full screen now.
Yeah, now I can. And here we go. Now I'll zoom in a little bit. And hold on a second. There we go. Okay, you guys see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Finally, you got 106.
Oh yeah. So, but here's the thing, and I'll zoom in on it a little bit, and you can see it going right across here. You see those lines?
Yeah, it's kind of like a wave, like a rainbow.
Yeah, it goes all the way across to the bottom, right there. And
Dave's got a good insight. Interior filter reflection. That's okay. That's something I didn't think of.
Okay.
Yeah, some coatings are bad. What were you using?
I'll have to tell. I'm sure I put either an L Pro or a Battle Moon and Sky Glow in there. I'd have to open it up and take a look and see if there's any light pollution filter in there.
Okay.
But if there's not a light pollution filter in there, there's nothing in there. So it's just the flattener and the camera. So, I mean, I'd have to. That's a good idea, Dave. I might take a look at that and see.
Yeah. Try no filter and see if it goes away. Yeah.
But I did a little cheating, and I know I squashed things a little bit here, but just before. So this is the first night of it. So you see the whole thing is gone, right? And this could be a little technique for everybody, kind of just a little thing that I did to fix something like that. What I did was, because the light streak wasn't on anything big, it wasn't on any galaxy, it was just on stars. So what I did is I took the stars out with Star Exterminator, and I clone stamped the black background over the light leak.
Yep.
And it seemed to work pretty decent. You
don't see it.
Yeah. So I mean, I did squash the blacks a little bit, and this is only one night. This is only 1 hour. What do we say? 1 hour and 58 minutes in Cherry Springs. This is only the second night. I'm in the middle doing both. I went back to doing both after I kind of figured out this little trick that I kind of did. But I mean, the galaxy looks pretty good. But the stars look like crap. So I mean, if you zoom in on the stars, you see that?
Yeah.
The stars look like crap. They're horrible.
Yeah.
And they're all squashed, and it's just like, They're over sharpened. I did it again with the sharpening, but that's what I've been working on so far. So it's a work in progress.
Right.
But that's pretty much what I'm working on. I'm also working on the Wizard still. So, but thanks, Dave, for the idea.
Quattro was saying, what about DBE?
DBE, I tried an axial DBE. I tried points all over the place, and I got it down a little bit. But DBE didn't get rid of it all. And everyone's saying, all right, Newman said he agrees with Dave. So you know what? I'm gonna go grab my scope and see now, because I want to see if there's a filter in there.
If there's a filter in it, yeah.
Yeah, if it's right here, I'm gonna see, because I haven't touched it since Cherry Springs. I haven't looked at it. So,
and if it's not a filter, then it's the only thing that I can think of is that it's a light leak, and it's round enough, that it's circular like that, but it's only a partial radius, so it tells me that it's further up the scope, if that's what it actually is.
This is what I was using. And let's see. I don't even remember if there's a filter in there, but it's very simple. Just unscrew the camera off and see if there's a filter in there. Squeaky. Don't worry, Bob. I won't drop your camera. And this is the unveiling right now. If there's a filter in there. Come on. And there is a filter in there. And it is... No way. I didn't do this.
What did you do?
What did you do?
No, I changed this out. This is it for another project. Yeah, I forgot. I did use, I was playing around with the Veil Nebula, and there's an MBZ in here. So I think there was a filter in there, because my other projects with this and the MBZ filter, no light leak, nothing. So I'm wondering if it's the filter is just going bad. But we shall give it a shot and see.
All right, get the flat darks done, and then I'm gonna have to run outside and take the panel off and see if I can get a little bit more O3 before the clouds roll in tonight.
And what time is it? 9:30?
Yeah, it's 9:30.
I was wondering if I was actually getting the crescent, because it's S2. I'm doing S2 on the crescent. Yeah, Dave, I hear you. If I was shooting O3, that was fine, but it was in a Bortle 2 sky. So I wasn't doing any narrowband. I was doing broadband only. So I just had either, I don't even know if I had them in there. I really don't remember, to be honest with you, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm just going to take, it'll show up. I'll take a 2-minute shot from Long Island and see if it works, and see what it looks like, and see if there's any light leak. And Scott had a good idea of throwing over some that really black, like thick pantyhose over the front nylons, and just put it over the front of my scope and see if there's any light leaks from the front. So
right.
We'll see.
But you need the real
yeah, the real
opaque, the non-opaque ones, the ones that are
like the ones
true black,
like kids wear, the really like you're from like what was it, what didn't they wear those in like Catholic school?
Yeah,
those really dark ones.
Just slip one of those right over the OTA. Yeah. The image train.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think I mentioned this a little bit when Molly was on, with my CEM60, where the RA would, and I was seeing this happening to other Ioptron center balanced mounts. CEM 60s, 70s, and 40s. I've heard about or seen YouTubes on it, where it would begin to lean when you're after you've got your balance and everything, and you've centered and you've basically got it back at zero position, your RA back at zero position, and if you let it go, it starts to lean towards the west, and it just goes. And it doesn't, and and if I would go back towards the telescope side and put it in balance, it's in perfect balance. It's in balance. And if I went over to the west, I would have it in balance. But the moment I put it back in zero and let it go, it would start hanging over to back over to the west side of the pier. And it's been crazy. A lot of people have been, doing different things. Some I've seen some YouTube video from an Italian gentleman who actually used a longer 4mm screw at the top of the RA.
Okay.
At the top of the counterweight, and then he put weights, a bunch of fender washers on, and then tied it, and then screwed it down. I've seen this guy, and this was kind of interesting. For this, I'll share my screen here real quick.
Eric, is this drifting with the clutches engaged or the clutches released?
Released.
Really?
This is all disengaged, so it's completely disengaged, and this is happening to a lot of people.
So when it's sitting either right or east or west flat, it's balanced. But when you put it straight up,
but when you put it back to zero,
it drifts.
It drifts. So I have here. So
are you right or left? Are you right or left balanced, kind of? Because
I was a little bit camera side, and so there's this.
See, I'll make you big.
Been for sale. Can you see this?
Hold on, I'll make it a little bit bigger.
He's trying to get it full screen.
Okay.
Where's Eric? There you go. There you go. Gotcha. Yep.
So it only drifts one direction, Eric?
It only drifts one direction.
Is it heavy in that direction?
No. It's slightly, well, it is slightly heavy in that direction, but however, if you set it either to the west or to the right, it's in perfect balance. It doesn't tip. But if like I said, you put it back at zero, it starts to lean back over again.
Yeah, but if it starts to lean back over, that means one side. Because
right,
you got to
right.
Yeah, so one side is not,
right.
Like your filter wheel is turned to the left side instead of the right side, or something like that.
Something like that. And then so I ended up also getting some putting a slight counterweight setup onto my deck, right, to help counter that, and worked fine, and that seems to be working fine. But again, this is something that happens with a lot to people with ioptron with these center balance mounts, and this is why I'm showing you this, because this apparently has been a common enough thing that somebody's actually had to start making this thing.
It's funny that you had that problem with that. And you know what the whole thing is? And I'm going to put this back on. A lot of people, when they balance their scopes, and since I got a scope out here and it's semi portable, so just pretend this is your axis. So they do it this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do it. They do it lens and back, right?
Yep,
They do it weight and scope. But what they don't do is put the scope face up and see if it turns this way.
And I've done that.
Right.
And
Well,
it's
The axis
and it's
is
perfectly. And yeah, you're doing all three axes. And I've done that. I've done it, all, and especially when it comes on the declination. I've done it in the vertical. I've done it in the horizontal. I've done it slightly tilted. All of that. And yeah, but no matter what happens, as soon as you get that guy right back at zero position on the RA, and like I said, you can see, if you go to YouTube, and you can see there are several other people who have experienced this, and they've ended up having to do something about it. And this Italian gentleman, like I said, he did counterweights at the top of his at the very top of his RA axis, on top of the counterweight, at top of the counterweight bar, just above the counterweight bar, just above where you you have your polar scope. You put your eye polar or your pole master. But he actually ended up removing that. He actually loosened up slightly those set screws, and slowly tapped in, moving that and move the counterweight bar slightly over a little bit to the west. So then it would kind of go back and be back in line. And it's crazy. And I was just really surprised how prevalent this has actually been for owners of the center balance mounts.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if any others have experienced that.
Yeah, Dave threw something up there. Said an easy test: balance the mount with nothing on it, and if it balances, then it's the internal harness of the wires.
Okay,
so
I'll have to.
If it moves,
if it moves, then it's the harness. If it doesn't move, then it's your scope. Your scope balance.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, the other thing you can do, if you really want to get fastidious with balancing, is to use an amp probe. Something that measures amp load, a hook amp meter, and on your power line, you just strip one side back, so you're hooking it over just one of the wires, not two of them. Can't do it around two. You can only do it on one. And then move your scope under power, right and left, and see where it's drawing more amps. So if it's taking more amps to move it west than it is east, then where you're balanced, and you can fine tune that balance that way. Right. I mean, I think you can probably do it better than you can by just by eye, because it's literally taking it. Yeah, it's taking it down to parts of an amp. So
interesting. Yeah. Jay Polanco. Yeah, he did the same thing. Loosened the set screws on the RA, worked perfect. He just moved his a couple millimeters, and now it works like a charm. Yeah. So no, by by learning that slight fix, like Jay Polanco was mentioning, now, yeah, I'm not buying that third axis counterbalancing thing. There's no need. But I was just surprised that they have that for sale, because it's one of those things that it could somewhat been common.
Yeah, what? It's funny because I just did a setup in Connecticut with the 120, and everybody was getting me. I never worked with an iOptron yet, let alone a center balance mount, and so everyone's getting me all freaked out, saying, "Oh, it's so hard to balance, all this kind of stuff."
Oh no, it's super easy to balance.
Let me tell you, you know what? I went up there without anything on a ladder with a 127 and a SEM 120, and I got it down pretty easy. It wasn't hard at all. You know, it's just that you do need some patience. You do have to put some time into it. And once you have it done, it's set and done. You know, just put your notches on your dovetails, and if you're taking it apart every night.
Yep. You can also get dovetail blocks, you know, that will lock it in place so that, you know, you put those things in, set the grub screws,
Yep.
you know, and set your OT on there, your OTA on there. It never moves, you know, and you're right where you need to be as long as you don't change setup.
Well, Bob, I was in Connecticut before I met you. This is like a long time ago, Bob. this is like a year and a half ago.
So I was actually trying to use my deck counterweight that I have here for my ADM deck counterweight, but this didn't work because it was in the because this basically goes in the vertical and it wasn't balancing out, especially with the this has only like a 5 pound. It has a 5 pound counterweight, so it didn't work. So I did email over to ADM because they do have a side mount style where the bolt comes off on the side, you know, kind of like, you know, like that.
Yeah,
and
I think Jason put that on like 2 years ago. He did something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He did.
Yeah,
it's
he
in one of
he had,
the
but
early
he had something
videos.
else. It was a lot smaller.
Yep.
The weights were super small, but they were really
yeah,
heavy.
it was. Because you can purchase one and a quarter. Is it 1 1/4 or 1 3/4 pound?
Right.
I think from ADM.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think he was doing that for balancing front to back because he couldn't extend the scope out far enough to get it to balance, so he needed more weight coming off the front.
No, this was definitely a side sliding weight
It was
thing.
a side.
It
was a side.
This wasn't like one of those like Eric was showing that you kind of put it on the front with the screw.
You put it on the front here.
Yeah.
And then,
it wasn't one of those, but they sell those, which are great. Those are really good for Schmitz. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's why I purchased it. Was because I use it for the edge in my for my
yeah, because you're usually butt heavy when you're dealing with Schmitz. You know, you got a lot of junk in the trunk with the Schmidt. So I mean, you know, it's like you need something in the front in order to counterbalance that whole thing because
another advantage to having an eagle because you can push the eagle farther up front, and that
if you have some sort of accessories on a dovetail up top that you can kind of move up a little bit. If you got a nice, 11-inch dovetail across the top or a little rail with all your accessories, and you can move it. And you don't even need an eagle to do that. If you have your power box, your NUC, your whatever, at least if you have it on some sort of platform that's movable, that you can move that weight up back and forth. That could also be a possibility to help you counterbalance that Schmidt as well. So
now, one thing I have been noticing on my guiding has been ticking up more than it usually had, and I've been noticing a jump on my RA. Then it would, it doesn't happen all. It's huge. It's flat for a while, and I'm gonna say for a while it's like maybe 4 to 5 minutes, and then it would skip, and then it would jump, and then it would go flat again. It would settle down and then go flat again, and then it would jump again, almost like you're looking at some sort of a heart monitor or something like that. So
good.
I'm thinking. So I'm thinking I might need to reach out to Ioptron and take a look at the RA worm and the gear, and might need to learn how to crack open my Ioptron and replace it.
Well, I hope you get in contact with them.
Yeah. Because I did download. There is a PDF that you can download from Ioptron's support site on how to replace, the worm, and it's It makes me a little nervous because something like that so delicate, and it's my only mount. It's like one of those things that it makes me kind of leery.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it looks like looks like my fence is finally coming in probably within the next couple of weeks. So it's going to make a lot more extra room back there. So because I'm ripping
Dave, it's 300 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah, I posted it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, my guiding is I had the same problem, but it had nothing to do with gearing. 2 nights ago, I was imaging and I was exhausted, so maybe it was me, whatever, I don't know. But every like about 2 minutes or so, I would get a spike in both RAN deck, straight to the roof, back down, stop. About 3 or 4 minutes later, boom, straight. I mean, it was crazy. So and I'm guiding tonight, and I'm under 0.4 of an arc second. And the only thing I could put it to is either there was a piece of dust somewhere that I kind of kicked out, or I really think it was the seeing that was going on.
I was going to say atmospheric.
Yeah, it was atmospheric. Yeah. There was too many high clouds or something, because my guiding right now it's not as good. I don't know if you saw Mark's picture of his guiding on the Discord, where he said, I love it when my guiding is this flat, and he was like 0.25 or something like that. Yeah. So, and that's with the EQ8R, which is what I have. I'm happy with what I have. I'm at right now I'm at 0.47 with the dither. So once the dither disappears, it'll be under 0.4 again. But
yeah. I was looming yesterday. I mean, last night, this thing was pretty erratic. It was over, an arc second on both RA and deck. So my total was close to 2 arc seconds.
Yeah.
On there. And I think it was probably seeing more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, right now, 0.36 right now. So, I mean, I'll take that any day of the week. But
where are you using the ASI Air?
Where?
Is he asking me or is he asking you?
I am not using an ASI Air. Eric does use an ASI Air.
I do use the ASI Air.
And Scott doesn't use anything because it's raining. So,
yeah.
so
2 weeks.
The
ASI,
I
guess he was asking you.
Okay, so the ASI Air is I only use it on one rig, the ASI Air, and it's only because I need to get better with it. So right now it's on my my Red Cat 51 with the EAF with the what is on there 183 MC on it, and that's it. That's just my setup and go kind of wide field kind of thing. And it's just so, a lot of you people out there that are watching do use the ASI Air. And, I don't mind letting Eric do it all the talking, because that's fine with me. But you know what? I'd like to have something to contribute to the conversation. So I've been trying to get a little bit more hands-on with it. I'm also going to be getting an AM5 to play around with, so that's going to be nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play around with that setup in my backyard. What's that? Loaner, once all the customers that have bought them get them. I am not going to get one until all the back orders are done. But once the back orders,
is it something you got to give back?
I mean, if I want to buy it, I could buy it.
But they're not gifting it to you.
No. What? Show me a retailer that's going to gift you anything. But
really.
I mean,
you never know. Miracles happen.
Yeah, dude, pigs will fly before that happens. But but whatever the case may be, it's going to be interesting to try that out. And I'm not going to overpower it. I'm just going to put a Red Cat on it for now. maybe I'll throw the I can't even throw the Skywatcher, the Esprit on there because I got a moonlight focuser on there. That's the one thing I hate about the ASI Air. I can't do that. I can't.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
It's the only thing. Everything else I love about it. It is so easy and it's awesome for
Are you talking
acquisition.
the moonlight, the electric moonlight focuser, or your actual, almost like your feather,
No,
feather
it's
touch?
it's the stepper motor one. Yeah,
Okay.
so.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's the version. I got the version 3 on it with the built-in USB and the whole thing. So
yeah.
but
Yeah, I've seen so many people complaining, or throwing Simon so much shade
oh, leave
on the
Simon
ASI
alone, man. He's one of the guys. Stop it.
on the ASI Air, because he's he's one of the admins, and he needs support for ZWO. And
Yep.
they've been giving him so much shade on, the ASI Air, like, why can't it do this or why can't it do that? It's because
That's not what
ZWO
it's made
doesn't
for.
want. It's not made for super advanced, or for the advanced, setups. It's meant for guys like me, either lazy or like me and Jason, lazy, or or for your entry level who just want to who are just getting started and just want something easy to use.
I
And they
think
don't
Eric,
mind going into that, ecosystem and saying, okay, for me to get out of this, I'll get this ZWEAF, I'll get the ZWO cameras, and I'll get the ZWO, filter wheel, and this, that, and now the ZWO this and ZWO that, and keep it all together so I can do this. And 1, 2, 3, it's easy.
yeah, I just don't. I think that saying that it's for lazy or entry level, I think that's kind of doing ZWO a little bit of a disservice because you know what? It's great for doing the acquisition and it's great for doing things easy. I know a lot of advanced astrophotographers, and so do you, that
Yeah.
use that EAF. And the only thing that's stopping you from not using it is if you want to use a moonlight or if you want to use,
Right.
a QHY camera. That's the only thing that's stopping you from using it. I personally like to mix and match. I like to I like a variety, even though it's pretty, it's nice, it's red and black, it's great, whatever. But you know what? I like to try different products out, and that doesn't allow me to do that. I mean, it's kind of like once you've seen a ZWO camera, you've seen them all. One cool, one uncooled. It's one chip's bigger than, unless you get the medium format $15,000 camera. But you know what? They did a good job marketing, and right now, that's the way to go when a lot of people are just getting into it. Now, once you decide that you want to go another route, then you got to sit there and think and say, okay, you know what? Either a Nuck or an Eagle, so one or the other.
Yeah. When you get to that point and you think you're ready to branch out and move on to something a bit more like a moonlight stepper motor, or maybe a QHY camera or something else, then by all means, that's what Nina's for, and it's free.
Yeah, it's free, and I'm using it right now, and it's running awesomely.
And it runs very well once you get it working. Because an ASI Air is just $300, so it's very inexpensive. It's not like Nina, which is free, but it's pretty darn close. Compared to buying a license of SGP, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that are doing that now.
No.
Now that Nina has all this support, and
I think Main Sequence shot themselves in the foot with this whole subscription thing, especially when Nina, they knew Nina was here. So it's basically Nina is in my opinion, and many people may agree with me, Nina is the SGP killer.
Yeah,
it is.
I think you're right. I think you're right,
It's
because
the
there's a lot of people, a lot of heavy hitter astrophotographers out there are either using Nina or APT or
or APT.
or APT, and
And
that's it.
APT is not that. And APT is very reasonably priced too.
Yep.
APT is what? That's what, $40?
Ooh, what
Something
do you
like
think
that?
about the 150 PDS Newt for imaging? Well,
You know what?
I could speak to
Who
that.
has that?
I had it.
Yeah.
I had it. I
You
had
can
the
talk about that.
150.
I gotta take my calendar. I gotta get my stuff off so I can get my 03 knocked out. So you can talk about that, about the 150.
So I bought the 150 PDS and I used it for a good amount of time. And for an imaging Newt at that price, I bought the European version, the 150 PDS, that was optimized for astrophotography, if I remember right. I got the coma correct. I got I forget which one I used. I think it was the MPCC. I think I was, but the 150 PDS for an imaging Newt, it's solid, bro. It's a solid scope. And if you want to get into it and start taking imaging, there's unless if you want to get the Quattro like's been thrown out by Dylan Bloodstone, Quattro is great. And if Tegan was here, he could talk about the Quattro. But the 150 PDS for just again, you might want to be careful a little bit with the focuser. You may want, it's okay, the focuser, it's not great, but if you throw an EAF on it and make sure your grub screws are tight, you'll be fine. The bladder. I don't know what the bladder is. My bladder is fine, Dylan. But thanks for asking.
I think that's a typo.
Yeah. The gladder. I don't know. Anyway, but the 150 is a solid scope. I would definitely the gladder. No, it wasn't the gladder. No, batter, not gladder, batter. Yeah, batter. It was batter, MPCC. Yes. I'm thinking eventually for taking a look back into newts again. But right now I'm pretty much a refractor guy. And I'm gonna stay that way for now. And play around. Well, right now I'm getting some great results with this astrophysics refractor. It's doing awesome right now. So, and my guiding's looking great. Everything, yeah. So I'll just stay with my refractors for now, and we'll chill out with that. So what else we got going on? All right, so we can kind of take a look at. I'll show you. Let's see. I'll show you what's going on real quick. We also have some stuff to give away tonight. We have the IP for AP giveaway we're going to be doing tonight. That's a yearly subscription to IP for AP. The Nexus are really great coma correctors. Those things are unbelievable. Yeah, f2.9. It's crazy. So there are a lot of good stuff going out there with newts, but just remember, there are different things. Every single scope and every single combination has their pros and their cons. The newts need a coma corrector. Refractors need a flattener. SCTs regular are usually too slow, so they need a focal reducer. So I mean, there are a couple of things that you need to kind of take into consideration, including collimation. So make sure you get a good collimator. And even though the name was mentioned before, even though it was by accident, the best collimator out there, as far as I'm concerned, is still the Howie Glatter, and that's done by Starlight Farpoint now. Farpoint or Starlight Instruments? Might be Starlight. I forgot. But the Howie Glatter, I think it's Starlight. Howie Glatter those collimators. I have one still. I bought it from Howie himself. I will never let this thing go. Thank you, Dave Farpoint. But Howie Gladder, I bought it from him at NEAF about 15 years ago, and I still have it. And he's like, "Yeah, do you know what the blug is?" I was like, no, what's a blug? And he showed me what a blug is, the two blug. And he does he did a lot of great stuff, and he was very, very specific on his laser brightness, and he tuned all of his own lasers himself. He tuned them all on his workbench at his house in Brooklyn or Queens. I was there once. I forget where it was, but it's in the boroughs somewhere. And there he is. What is that? Is that pizza?
Huh?
Is that pizza?
Yeah. The spiker flat, the pizza.
Oh, gotcha. No, we were just talking about the collimation and Gladder, Howie Gladder, collimators, that kind of stuff.
You know what? Yeah.
I don't know. What are you doing?
Schmidt collimators.
Try bat.
Try bat. You know what this one is?
No.
The Duncan.
Oh, geez.
The Duncan mask.
You know what it is? That's a very large 45 RPM record adapter. I am dating myself there. So
oh my gosh. Yeah,
you,
yes, sir. Yes, you are.
Yeah, well, hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, so just if you want, again, the 150 PDS, I'd tell you to go grab it. Just make sure it's the optimized one for astrophotography if you're going to be doing that. Don't get the one from the United States if you could, if you could find a way around it, because the one from the United States, the one from the European version is not sold, as far as I remember, in the US. So make sure you get the one from the European make.
Get the European one. Okay.
Absolutely. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. And you know what? I'm gonna try this. I never did this with Nina. I am gonna try and turn on the Pix Insight stacking. Equalize, start live stack options, file location, start live stack. Let's see what happens. Oh, it started Pix Insight. There you go. You got it, me. Hello. Not a problem. Any questions, just hit us up on Discord. Absolutely. And we'll see what goes on with that. So now it's running Pix Insight and seeing. I could actually share my screen if, let's see, move this to the side. There we go. And there we go. So here we go. We got my purple Nina going. And live stack, it's saying that, let's see, you got images in stack 1. We'll turn on ABE and we'll see what happens. So I should have started this at the beginning. I guess it's only going to do as I move forward. But I never tried this before, so we'll see. Very interesting. It just runs the stack for you through Pix Insight. So we'll look at it in an hour and see what we got. Scott, you awake, man?
Right here.
Sure. You know,
Bueller.
just checking. Just
Oh my
wanted to
God.
make sure, man.
Yep, I'm right here.
So, did anybody send any things to critique?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Keep
This
me
is
on
critique.
track, bro.
This is critique, man.
It is critique.
We gotta keep Scott. We gotta keep Scott awake, man. You know, so he has to have
Right.
photographs to look
Yeah,
at.
it's 10 o'clock. I'm about ready to turn into a pumpkin.
Oh, geez. Yeah, so we got a couple of let's see. Where's my critique?
Oh,
stuff?
good God, Dave. Had to pull a mouse nest out of a Paramount ME.
Oh my God.
Ooh, dang.
Yeah.
Did someone answer Josh's question?
I didn't see it. I was on another screen.
So I have a question about GHS. It is very good, but also I think it causes halos in my stars. Any advice? GHS. I'm not familiar with that term.
I'm trying to see where it is. How far back was it? Jeez. Just get a red cat. You said Josh? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, Josh Cover. Yeah, down toward the bottom. Yeah, towards the bottom.
Hyperbolic charge. I haven't used it. I heard it was decent, but
Is that in PI? Is that in PI?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But I haven't used it. I haven't had a need to use it. All the either the mass stretch or the just straight up histogram stretch seem to work fine for me. So, you know, kind of like what Dave said a couple of statements ago. You know, you can't keep up changing your routine, or else you'll never become good at it. And you know, sometimes it's good to play around with new stuff, but sometimes if it's not broke, you know, why fix it?
Yep. That's what I tell new photographers all the time. You know, buy yourself, a body and get a lens. Don't go buying 4 lenses and this and that. Buy a lens. Get a nifty 50. Master that.
All right, ready for our first critique pick?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here we go. This is an interesting take.
Oh, okay.
On the Cygnus
wall.
Okay. And this is an HOO.
Yep. Okay.
Details
that looks
great.
like the nothing encroaching in on,
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it though?
And I could get some stats here if you want. Let me get some stats.
Okay.
And Cygnus wall HOO. Okay, so 20 hours of HA and O3 from the SDAA Taro Observatory located in Tierra del Sol, California at Bortle 4.5. The sub-exposure length is 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
30 minutes. It's a 14.5-inch Deep Sky Instruments corrected Ritchie Crichton. Focal length is 2550. Cameras in Apogee Alta U16. Optic rotator, off-axis guiding with Starlight Express on a Paramount mount.
That all tells me that's money.
Yeah, it's money. But you know what? I mean, I love the data on here. I think the detail and the darkness is great. If I were to do anything to this picture, I think that, to me, this black is too black. Other than that, I mean, the detail on the wall is sick. And you were able to not only get the blues of these stars and keep them nice, but there's some nice star color in here. If you take a
There
look,
is some nice star color.
you got an
some
orange one
red.
here. You got some red ones there. I saw a nice bright orange one over here. And it was done very well. So it was nice to kind of see. Sometimes when you do this type of photo, the star color gets a little blanched out. But this person was able to retain some of the star color, which is really nice. But the details in the dark, like over here,
really
really
dark
nice.
nebulosity, really nice.
Real like this little splotch right here, these little globules. But all this
is when science becomes art.
Yeah. So like the thing is right over here, this is all nebulosity. So you don't want to mess around by, a lot of people may mistake this for gradient, but it's not. It's all nebulosity here. But pic looks good. Nice job.
No, it looks really, really good.
All right. Yeah, we were thinking about that in the beginning, Dave. Just do like they were saying, do one object, each of us do one object and just dump all the data together. Maybe that's something to work on this winter. All right. All right, next picture. Here we go.
Nice iris.
Let's see some stats on it. I believe all this is all done by the same person, by the way.
Okay.
Same stats except 32 hours. Same location, same camera, same scope. 14.5. Doesn't say the subs on. Sorry. Doesn't say the subs on this, but really nice job with the dark nebula here. All around the area. Color balance looks good. Star spikes are not obtrusive. Really good job to the middle of the middle. Really nice job not blowing out the core stars.
Yeah.
And these pictures are so hard. When they're so good, they're so hard to critique. I really don't see much wrong with this at all. I think the color balance on the background is good. Oh, you got anything, Eric? I don't see anything.
No, I honestly I don't.
I don't think I would change anything. Really, it fits.
No.
It fits my color palette, and it fits my idea of what it should look like. So, Scott, you gonna say anything tonight, or are you sleeping?
No, I'm just looking at it.
Oh, okay.
I like the I like the contrast between the lights and darks. There's if you it's hard to see that in YouTube. I guess you can see some of it in YouTube, but I'm looking at both. I'm looking at our live feed and I'm looking at the YouTube feed.
Yep.
But the dust that is around is really it's kind of hard to see, but it's if you look long enough you can see it. It brings a lot to the picture. I like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of, spooky, like a creature coming out of the deep.
Absolutely. Another nice job.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it really is. I would love to be able to see these kinds of objects like this in 3D.
Facebook will do it for you. That was a joke.
To be able to get, these from different angles. I know it's not possible, but
All right. One more from the same person. There we go. And the Leo triplet here, 16 hours of LRGB data from the same place in California.
Okay.
Again, a 14-inch deep sky, a 14-inch RC, Richie Crichton. Same camera, same everything. So, what do you think, Eric?
I love the detail. I love the time spent
Yeah,
in
so do
this.
I.
The hamburger looks great. I love the limitation on the diffraction spikes. Only really the brightest star
Yep.
or stars. Maybe I only see two of them have spikes. Okay, so maybe three. I would say maybe the background is a little too dark.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit unnatural.
Yep. I agree.
But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I
The
mean,
details in the
65
galaxies
and
are really nice.
65 and 66 look really nice.
Look at that.
Exactly. I mean, you've got some really, really good detail, and this is LRGB. So I only, imagine if there was a bit of HA in this as well.
Yeah, there's no HA in it according to this.
No,
but
there's no HA. So imagine if you went HA RGB instead of LRGB to get even a bit more of the detail and nebulosity from the galaxies, and
I'd be really curious if the blacks weren't. To me, the blacks are a little crushed as well, but I'd be curious to see if that histogram was pushed a little bit away from the black point a little bit, how much of that nebulosity you would get, because you're starting to see it around this galaxy, especially about the nebulosity around here.
Yep.
I wonder, and around the edges of the hamburger, I wonder how much more that would extend if you kind of just push that. I think what the person was doing, he wanted to get these really good details, like here and here, and in here. So he pushed the darks down in order for them to pop. And I think this guy's name is David, if I remember right. I apologize if I messed up your name, Dave, but if you're not Dave, but I mean, I'm curious to see if these were not so dark, how much this and the rest would brighten up.
Right.
But the details in the galaxies are there by far. I mean, it's a wonder what a 14-inch scope will do for you, But really, really nice job on that.
Yeah.
Got some good picks there.
Those are nice.
Yep.
So thank you for sharing those. Appreciate it.
I got it right. It was David. Yes. David, you got some great picks, man. Lots of good data there. It's that is true, Dave. Screen calibration is different for everything, but you'd be surprised that most let me switch this back. I didn't switch this back. That most of the people out there don't calibrate their screens to read out the right colors. And that's one thing to do. So if you want to get a little crazy and you want to start printing stuff up, make sure that you calibrate your screen. Get something called the Spider X Pro, SPYDER, and you pretty much just lay it on the screen that tests all the pixels in the area. It takes a picture of your screen. It's pretty cool. If we're out of pics, please review my lagoon from last week. All right, let me see if I can grab that. It's probably did you put that in the critique folder or is that in the regular folder? Just let me know. But Dave, yeah, just try. And what I use, and you guys could feel free to jump in on this. What I use is not a rule of thumb, but just like as a benchmark of background. And this I was taught from Ron Breacher and Sean Nielsen. They tell you that you kind of want to start at about 10% gray. So you want on your, when you have the readout mode and you sit there on the readout mode and you press down that button on PixInsight to check your blacks, you should be at 0.10. So 0 being totally black, 0.10 being 10% towards the white. So you'll be 10% gray. So, and then you move it back and forth to your liking. So again, that's just what I like. That may not be what you like. And again, Dave, you're the artist here. So what we say really doesn't matter. It's just what goes to our eyes and sees anything. So just make sure, hey, listen, if you like it, I like my M106 photo and think it needs more data, but I know what I did. I know I blew the noise reduction a little bit and I did it a little quick, but so I'll go back and I'll do it again and that's fine. But it's all learning process. So
for sure.
Let me see if I can grab that lagoon. He said it was a regular submission.
There's another one in critique as well.
I believe that I it's funny. That's from May 18th. No. When is this from? Oh, it's just tonight. All right. Yeah, we can do that. So download that. And then previous weeks. And I have so many in here. What was the file name? Is it? No. Rob Clayton? No. Trying to find that pic, Josh. It's tough. I got so many in there. Oh, there it is. I got it. Download that. All right. So you guys may remember this. This is Josh's picture submission. Give me a second. Let me open this up. And there we go. So you got Lagoon Triffid, pretty wide field.
Yeah, and as well as it's not the cat's paw, but what do we call it? It's right above the
Forget what
it's not the cat's paw, it's something else that they call it.
I forget which one that is. That looks like you know what this looks like to me? I'm gonna call this the Rocky Horror Picture Show nebula. It reminds me of the lips from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It does.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Let's do the time.
It's a Rocky Horror.
Yeah, you're definitely dating yourself there.
Hey, man.
That's going back a long way.
Tim Curry was the man, but anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So All right. So what do you guys think about this? I know what I think. I talk too much
Pretty
though.
dense star field.
Very
Yep.
dense. But this is all in
Beautiful.
around that star. What is it? The Sagittarius star
Star
cloud.
cloud. Yep.
You know, so yeah, it's gonna be dense. But I love the dark nebulosity. I love what what he's done with with M8 and M20. So overall, I mean, I'm not trying to pixel peep. Overall, it's not bad. Just by looking on it at its surface right now. Nice tight stars.
Yeah.
There's so
Contrast
many.
is really, really good.
You know what I would
Yes.
think though? I think that pulling back on the star field might be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because there's quite a bit, because there is a lot here, of
There
course,
is a lot
because
here.
you are in the Sagittarius star cloud. So there's a lot here. So if this is maybe cropped a bit more to more focus on, M8 and M20 a bit, and maybe a bit of the surrounding area in the upper nebula,
Yeah.
in there.
I mean, I like all this. I just think it might be for me. It just might be. It's
Maybe a
distracting.
bit too much. Yeah.
It's distracting for what you want people to see.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You know? And you got this nice little cluster up here that kind of gets lost. You got this nice little cluster over here that kind of gets lost. And part of that is just because of, like you said, Eric, the star field is dense in that part of the galaxy, in that part of our viewing. And it's just that I think maybe if you kind of backed off on the sharpness a little bit, or just get just to lower the amount of stars in there, that may just add to look at, because you got some great detail in the lagoon.
I personally would take everything, if you would zoom back out a little bit, everything from that one slightly glob there, everything to the right of that, I would keep.
Like this whole area here.
Yeah.
And even this, maybe I might even
I may even keep that, but like I said, I would just cut. I would put a line right through just to the left of that, slightly to the left of that glob there,
right here.
And because I would just slice all that off, straight down, and keep everything else.
I would cut it right below this, right above this star right here, and then keep this cluster in right about here. And then I would probably go under this star.
I don't know. I don't think I would go. My person would go right above it. Because I think it's. Yeah, I would keep it in. But besides that, that's just me.
Yeah. So.
What? Because this is quite a wide field. What was the lens or scope used?
I'm sure he's in the chat. I'm sure you could let us know if you could. Lagoon, yeah. Josh is like, please pixel peep. Almost needs to be like 5 different pictures, and yeah, it could be. You could do, this one just a lagoon, this one just a Trifid. You could do one with both, a fourth with this whole area, like Eric was talking about, and then the 5th wide field. You know what I mean? You could definitely do that. Unmodded Canon T7.
Canon T7. Okay. I like it. I mean, what did you use? Did you use any type of filter? Any type of light pollution filter with it? I'm kind of, or maybe ultra high contrast filter, a clip in.
Yep.
I'm kind of just curious
because
I personally, and I'm really okay. So a battered moon in the sky, nice. I'm really impressed with this because of the season that this is out, the time of year that M8 and M20 are out, it's like in the middle of the freaking summer.
Yep.
And the heat.
Yep.
And such, he gets such high thermal noise, especially off of an unmodified DSLR.
Yep. Agreed.
I find this very nicely done.
It's an HDR image of 152nd and 80-second exposures.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, Dave, you're right.
To do this with an unmodded DSLR, of course, that's not cooled in summer, and to come out with this is quite nice.
Let's see, and there's one more, and then we'll spin the wheel. And
yeah, Dave, I agree. The dark nebulosity is really good.
Yeah.
Is that part of the spaghetti?
This is, I think it's a flying dolphin or something like that.
Okay, because I kind of see the dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember right. Let's see. This is WR134 and SH2101. SH2101. I think that's a tulip.
This seemed like it was. Yeah, but it looks like it looks like it's even it's part of the spaghetti nebula. Spaghetti nebula.
SH2101. SH2 is I was right. It's part of the tulip.
Okay, it's part of the tulip. Right?
Yep, it's part of the tulip. And
wow, you had to go deep into this one. So was this a Ricci or or an Edge?
This is a Rasa 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with a QHY 268 mono, batter high speed filters, Nina PixInsight PhD. I didn't get a name on this one, but he talks a little bit about an observatory that he's building, and
okay.
So that's part of the tulip. I like this. Okay. I think the stars are pretty good. It might be a little bit too hot for me, maybe. But I love the detail of the dolphin here.
Okay. Like I say, you've got one in the critique folder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go into the critique folder.
Let's see. And 5. Oh, we got more. Yeah, we got one more. Wait for that to download. Who's this by? This is. It's so small. There we go.
Okay.
And we got, who is this? This is like this. There's no name on it, but it looks like it's Dave Schaefer. I could be wrong because this is how he types stuff up. Celestron Edge 8-inch. This is NGC 7129. 294 mm Pro on a CEM 60 with Optolong LRGB, ASI Air, EAF. Looks like total integration was 8 hours and 15 minutes with 30 flats, 30 darks, 30 flat darks. There you go. Hey. Really good star color. I love this little splash of light there.
Splash of light, yep.
Yep. The background looks a little darker here and lighter here and here. I'm not sure. I don't know this object that well, but
okay,
this could be nebulosity. I'm not 100% sure. But if it is, then this is fine. If it's not, then maybe there's some gradient there that I don't know about. I don't know this object that well, so this could all be blue nebulosity.
right.
We could take a look at it and see NGC 7129. Let's see. NGC 7129. And we'll go on, let's see.
129.
So it does look like that some other places. This is way more data, but it's got the same thing. So lighter, darker, and I believe if I'm reorienting the picture, that's exactly what we're seeing. So I think that's all nebulosity.
Okay.
So that's fine. The star color is good. There's a lot of cool stuff in here you may be able to bring out from what I'm looking at, but really decent shot of this object that I know almost nothing of. So,
well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think that was Dave. I don't know because there's no name on it. Is there a name on? Oh,
no, it's not Dave.
There is a name on it. Got me, Eric. That is Eric's pick, guy. That's Eric's pick. So his name was in the Fitz header, and there was nothing else. but that's Eric's picture. So Eric, nice job on that. I mean,
thanks, man.
Again, a little bit more data, and
yeah, that was only like 8 hours. So.
Yeah, you double that and you'd be good.
Yeah. Yep. That's always been one of my biggest issues is spending more time, more data, which is why I'm spending, 14 hours plus, each on each filter here on the Wizard,
Yep.
So.
And I go back to the screen in an empty chair. There we go.
Yeah, boy.
So nice job with those picks, everybody. Really nice job. So
yeah,
you're not.
Yeah, I just had to throw. I had to throw you a curveball there.
I knew it was coming sooner or later. But yeah. So
like,
all right.
Who could that be? There's no name.
Precious. All right, let's spin the wheel for an IP for AP. How about that?
Go for it, man. Let's do it.
IP for AP. Go check them out. This is for a yearly subscription for IP for AP. If you win, you'll get an email from myself and Pete Proul, finding out how to redeem your voucher for a 1-year subscription. So here we go.
Yeah, I was going to say, Josh, I thought there was something in Pix Insight. I don't know, as far as dealing with the halos, if you would want to maybe consider some sort of mask, range mask or something, and...
What was the question?
Josh, he said he'd love to see some tips on star halo reduction.
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of things you could do.
Good at it.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe some sort of mask and within Pix Insight. If I did, I'm not 100%. But I did hear of something. Oh, congratulations, Craig!
Yeah,
congratulations.
So Craig Stocks, who is one of our Picture of the Week winners, who won that one. So Craig, let me know if you need it. I know you kind of just jump into these things, but he may not need it and throw it back. But you won, Craig. So I'll give you an email tomorrow.
Congratulations.
And
hey Scott, I didn't get your opinion on that picture.
I think I've seen that picture before.
Oh my goodness. Swallow. Come on.
I gotta do something up.
He's got some more cheese. He's got some more cheese.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm surprised that Sean didn't jump on and said, "Let me in."
I think I've seen that picture before.
I'm getting bleeps. Why am I getting bleeps?
Bleeps?
Yeah. Clouds, son of a biscuit.
Beep, beep, beep.
Of course, clouds. Right before 11 o'clock when I'm ready to start the wizard.
Mm.
Hopefully they just blow away. It's supposed to be just coming through. It's supposed to be clear after midnight, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm probably only going to be able to squeeze in, like maybe an hour of 03 before things get bad. I'll see how far I can push it. I'll just keep an eye on things. If I can squeeze a bit more, a few more in or out,
If you want to see this real quick, this is, you remember we saw that, that one image of the crescent. Well, now we got 14, and there you go. Crescent
okay, right there it is. There's crescent right there.
And just remember, this is the S2 channel, so it's going to be the kind of the lowest out of all of them. But at least for this object. But it's going to be kind of cool. You could actually start seeing some nebulosity in the bottom left over here and over here.
Yep.
I kind of framed this kind of differently. I wanted to get this star in there.
Okay.
I kind of framed it a little differently. I wanted to get it over to the left. There's some cool stuff over here. So
nice.
But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. But right now, I'm getting cloudy clouds.
Yeah. Let me see here. It's my studio.
There you go. This is what you get in New York at right when you're ready to image. There you go. Nice. See all those clouds? It's nice. Nice thin clouds coming through. That's awesome.
Yep. Let me see here. Go here and 294 FLT. Give me my lights. HA.
Yeah, cloud filter.
Yeah, and my thing says 10% clouds, which is a load. It might be something just coming through.
Yeah, because like here right now, I'll share this real quick. This is just raw.
Let me switch over. And let me see. Hold on. So let's make you big. There you go.
Yep. And this is okay. So let me close that. This is just a raw 300.
Yeah. Nice.
So, and I don't know if you can see here. Oops, sorry. Let me bring that back. So we're not doing that. I don't know if you see this here on the header.
No, it's too small.
I'm binning it. I'm binning at 3. This is a 3x3.
Any reason why you're
with
binning?
because of the seeing conditions.
Okay.
When I was binning one by one, I was getting some awful HFR numbers.
Oh, okay. All right.
So now, by me binning now, let me see here if I can do star detect, and let me rotate this. I'm in the threes.
Okay.
Threes, fours. So, because when I was bidding one by one, like I was in the fives and sixes.
That's not good. Yeah, you can't.
No, not at all. So that's why I decided to go 3x3. And I've never binned anything this high, right? As far as a project, the most I've ever done before trying this was 2x2, of course. And so the average right now, is 3.6, which even it's just the sky conditions seeing. So, yep, that's why I was doing 3x3.
Okay.
So far, so far so good. I guess.
Dave Barnett is blowing up the chat box. It looks like he's got fast fingered frenzy right now. He's got cloud filters and soap bubble. Yeah, soap bubble.
Josh, have you gone to the Thingiverse?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, you and him thought about it at the same time.
So. Yeah, because that's where I've had my personal decent luck with anything that needed to be 3D printed. I don't know of any other resource myself.
Yeah, I
what's crazy is I've got, Jackson was given a 3D printer and we have not even used it. We have not tried it yet.
Jessie's been going nuts with her 3D printer. She's been printing everything. She's been printing like Game of Thrones stuff and like Rings of Power and she's been,
oh my gosh,
she's been going nuts. Yeah, she's been going nuts.
Oh man,
like little
hey,
dragons.
Cinto, how's it going?
Little dragons with moving heads. It's kind of crazy.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's funny.
Senthil's here. Senthil saying,
yeah, Cinto, trying to catch up.
Man? Hey, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I've never done anything 3D printed, so it's something that I'm going to have to spend time learning and understanding exactly what to do. Because I would not mind at all printing out my own parts for certain things.
Yep, little spacers or
Mm-hmm.
some rings or anything.
Anything along that line.
Hey, well, what else we got going? Anything else going on, everybody?
I don't think so.
I'm ready to hit the hay on this one.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. We can put the lid on this one.
Yep, and then this Friday coming up, we're going to be doing obviously the picture of the week, and the picture of the week is working. Some people have been getting confused on because I have two contests going on at the same time. Picture of the week, picture of the month. Picture of the month starts on the first of the month that it's going to be. So you got to wait for the entire month to be over to get all the nominees for picture of the month. So August pictures of the month, the voting will open September 1st. September 1st to the 3rd, I think, or 3rd Friday of the month. We give about 21 days to get votes in. And then by the 3rd Friday of the month, we crown the winner of Picture of the Month. Picture of the Week starts on, what is it, Tuesday at midnight?
Yeah, midnight.
And goes all the
run.
way to Friday at
Yeah,
5
Friday morning.
p.m.
Oh,
So, so that's how that works. And and it's been 2 weeks now, and no complaints about voting. So I think we got this
Nice.
this gremlin figured out, this caching problem figured out. So oh, stop guiding. It's gonna do a meridian flip, really. I'm stopping in 6 minutes. It's gonna take one photo and then switch to Wisdom Nebula. But whatever. So and also this Friday, what we got coming up, we got the 2-inch Ellen Hands giveaway. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we're gonna be talking about Eric's gonna be talking about getting started with astrophotography with things you may have in your house already. I'm going to talk about some, and Eric will probably touch on this as well, but you know, some attachments you may need, things you may not have and might need to get started. And then Jesse has something in the works as well, and Scott will bring his cheese whiz. And oh, there he goes. He turned his head. Okay, good. But that's all that's going on. And don't forget again, we have Nico Carver coming up on September 16th. And then I believe October is going to be a big mess for me. I'm going to be traveling 2 countries. It's probably going to be like a live unseen month, pretty much. We may have another vacation in October because of all the stuff that's going on. I'll be in Chicago visiting with Eric. We'll probably do something live then. And then I'll be in Canada and upstate New York visiting Ron, Sean, and Pete Proul. So visiting all the way down there and then coming home. So it's going to be an interesting month. We're going to have to see what happens. Haven't had a month like this in a while, but it's going to be fun. So, all right.
Broadcast live from Breacher's house.
Oh, that's going to happen. You should have seen what Sean was talking about in the chat. Oh, man. We would have to rate it not safe for kids. So but don't be surprised if we're slinging around some whiskey while we're going live. So, what else? I think that's it.
I think that's it, man. I think that's it.
So,
all right.
I guess final thoughts, Eric.
No, fun show. Thanks everybody for sharing your photos. Keep, last Wednesday of the month. Don't forget, we want to keep this going. So send us more photos for the last Wednesday of the month. Besides that, it's nice to finally, get back with you guys a bit since I was out last week. And so, it's always good to hang out with you guys.
Well, good. And Pete's going to be out next week too. He's going to be working at the observatory in California, and so he's going to be working at that. So he's not going to be back till after Labor Day. So once he's back, and then we'll have a full slate again, and we'll figure it out. But Mr.
Good.
Scott, final thoughts?
No, great show. Lots of great pictures. I love seeing the stuff from the viewers, things that we get, and Eric's picture. I really did like the. It was the Pleiades, right?
No.
And what was the one that
Not
you
even
had up?
No.
Huh?
It was an NGC.
No, it's an NGC. NGC 7120. Yeah, NGC 71. NGC 7129 out of
I think it was
Cepheus.
Yep.
I think it was the Pleiades that you had up before that I was confusing it with. But
I don't know.
At any rate, yeah, all the pictures were great. And we'll look forward to Friday.
Yeah. for the newbies that are out there, feel free to put your pictures up that, hey, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but this is just messed up. Can you help me? Type picture. You
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
and feel free to throw them up in a PixInsight format in a XISF where we could look at the history of the picture and that kind of stuff. We love troubleshooting that kind of stuff too. And we're saving that one Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month, for conversations like that. So
Cool.
Yeah,
it's not
and
nice to see great pictures. Don't get me wrong, but
it
it's
is.
also
It
it's
is.
nice to see new people helping out. You know what I mean? You know, helping out
Yeah,
new
yeah.
people. So
And that's what I would like to, hopefully we can get more newer astro imagers to the channel. So definitely, if you have friends who are interested in astrophotography and into imaging and astronomy, share this show, share, what we're doing here. Don't forget to like, the videos and let them know, about Discord and what we're doing there.
Yep.
And sharing is caring and caring is sharing. So share
Absolutely.
it out, and hopefully we can get more people who are just getting interested in this hobby to come on and and want to get a little bit of critiquing on what they're doing, so we can maybe help out where we can and share all of our expertise, because I think a lot of us, even in the chat, we have experience. We have a lot of experience. We have a lot of experience, not just amongst the three of us, but even within our our chat room. So definitely, let's see if we can get more and more people who are getting into this hobby, so we can help guide them in a positive direction.
Yeah, it's like I think we're up to almost 75 people in the Discord. So we're coming close to breaking 100 people in Discord, which is, to me,
There you go.
I'm happy with that, and I'm happy that the entire community that we're building here is growing. So it's really nice to see, and nice to see the camaraderie back and forth and in the chat rooms and stuff like that. So, and
Yeah.
if you got a thin skin, the chat room may not be for you. So but
And I would also personally say thank you to all the subscribers, to not just to here, but also to my channel. I broke over 1,100 just recently, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That so I really appreciate that, and I will be bringing out some new videos. I know I've been bad at it, but life gets in the way, guys.
Absolutely, I hear you, man. Trust me. Where is? I'm trying to find.
Okay.
There it is. All right, everybody. Well, everybody have a good night. Don't forget all the giveaways, and thank you for everybody. Thank you for all the support and everything, and we'll see you on Friday night. Friday night. God, this week is going by so fast. All right, everybody, have a good night. And remember, as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you Friday night. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Peace.